Dr. John Brandenburg and the mystery of gravity and fusion. Imagine you are a scientist gazing at the stars, asking the biggest questions. What is gravity? How is everything in the universe connected? Now, meet Dr. John Brandenburg, a real-life scientist who has spent his whole career searching for these answers, and he might have found something amazing. Who is Dr. John Brandenburg? Dr. Brandenburg is a plasma physicist, which means he studies a state of matter made of fast-moving, charged particles, like the glow you see in neon signs or inside stars. He's worked with some of the most important science labs and companies in the United States, and even helped design thrusters that are flying in outer space today. He holds a PhD in theoretical plasma physics and has been working on ways to solve the great puzzle of fusion, the power that lights up the sun, since the 1980s. A new theory. What if gravity isn't what we think? Most people think of gravity as an invisible force that pulls us down to Earth, something very different from electricity or magnetism. But when Dr. Brandenburg was studying how hot plasma moves in electric and magnetic fields, he asked a bold question. What if gravity and electromagnetism, which makes electricity and magnets work, are actually the same kind of thing, just wearing different disguises? Dr. Brandenburg's idea turned into the GM theory, short for gravity electromagnetism. The main idea is that gravity isn't a separate force at all. Instead, it is made up of tiny electrical and magnetic behaviors happening all around us, sort of like little invisible whirlpools in space. The building blocks. Two main ideas. The first part of the theory says that gravity is caused by special patterns in electric and magnetic fields. We can think of them as tiny cells, all swirling and twisting together. The second part says that deep down at the smallest scales in the universe, there is only one field, like a magical blanket covering everything, and one particle. But as the universe expanded, a hidden extra dimension appeared, and this blanket split into the things we know: gravity and electricity, protons and electrons. Testing the theory. The numbers don't lie. In science, a theory has to make predictions that match what we see. Dr. Brandenburg's GM theory does exactly that. By using a number called sigma, which comes from the masses of the proton and electron, he calculated the strength of gravity in our universe, the same number Isaac Newton found long ago. Not only that, but his equations predict the masses of the most important particles, including the mysterious Higgs boson, before it was even discovered. What's a vacuum really doing? Space isn't empty. Even in vacuum, there's a sea of wiggling energy called zero-point fluctuation. GEM theory suggests that gravity is just this energy pressing down on matter, a bit like sunlight pushing on a solar sail in space. So when you feel heavy, it's not just because Earth is pulling you down, it's that the vacuum itself is giving you a gentle, invisible squeeze. Changing gravity. Is it possible? According to the vacuum Bernoulli equation, if you create twisting, swirling electric and magnetic fields, you can actually change the way gravity works at least a tiny bit. Dr. Brandenburg built devices that spin fast and use electric currents, and in careful lab experiments, they got lighter. It's not enough to make things float yet, but it's a real effect, and other scientists have checked his work. Solving the dark matter mystery. GEM theory may hold an answer to another puzzle: dark matter, the invisible stuff that makes up most of the universe. Dr. Brandenburg thinks it could be made of particles that were left behind when the universe was just being born, made by the very same process that split up gravity and electromagnetism. Turning theory into reality. The texitron and fusion diodes. Dr. Brandenburg didn't stop with theories. He helped invent real machines. One is the texitron, a device that squeezes plasma in a ring shape using electric and magnetic fields, just like his theory describes. Another is the fusion diode, which works with fellow scientist Fabrice David. This tiny chip made electricity from fusion reactions, with no outside power. It's the size of a coin, but the idea could change how we get energy in the future. Teamwork for the future.